Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations! I'm back to talk about episodes of Star Trek Enterprise with episodes Demons and Terra Prime. Let's not waste more time. Let's get talking about Demons! And what happened in the episode? Well, the crew returns to Earth to participate in a conference to set up trade coalition of alien races. While there, they discover a plot involving a xenophobic human organization called Terra Prime. I gotta say, what makes this episode really, and I mean really good, is that we have Peter Weller as John Frederick Paxton. My gosh, he is so good at playing a villain in this episode, in both of these episodes. He does a great job in the fact that, well, not only was he RoboCop.
Your move, creep.
But whenever he is on and is just like saying, here's how things are gonna go, he just commands it. And I do like the idea of things that are going on in this episode, like the idea of T'Pol and Trip having a clone child together. I mean, it calls back to the episode when they meet their descendants of the future. So yeah, we have that. I do think that a human group that is basically xenophobic and just trying to say aliens, go away, in a way, it's actually pretty good in the fact that this is the beginning of the timeline for Trek. So that one makes sense to how we're flying around, we're going exploring space and all that stuff, and then suddenly a guy goes, no, the humans must fly to the outer space and colonize. Paxton has their child. And yeah, I gotta say, this was a pretty good episode. We also have a bit of what would be the word? Bit of paranormal, someone is on the ship and they aren't who we think they are. Could it be the reporter? Or could it be one of the crewmen? Overall, pretty good. I liked it. I really did. What happened in episode Terra Prime? In this episode, John Frederick Paxton, badass name, the leader of the xenophobic human group Terra Prime, friends to use an array on Mars to destroy Starfleet Command unless all aliens leave Earth immediately. And Archer and an away team covertly take a shuttle pod to the array and attempt to stop him and rescue their crewmates. Yeah, in this episode, we can really see how great Peter Weller does in this episode, whether it's revealed that he is a bit of hypocritical in the fact that he is using, an injection to help him he has some things going on, so he's helping with his ailments, because he's a bit sick.
Taggart syndrome. Since you obviously didn't die by age 20, you're receiving treatment. Rigelian gene therapy?
You're not a doctor.
The very thing you're warning humans to avoid is what's keeping you alive. Alien knowledge, freely shared. You're not only a terrorist, you're a hypocrite.
And the things that actually really work for this episode is that, like all the interactions, like say Tucker basically yelling at having a fight sequence. It's really great. I do love how there's a sequence when Paul is basically going up to Paxton to say, hey, you're gonna take me, you're gonna take my child, and you're gonna take Tucker to a doctor.
No one leaves this facility.
You will provide immediate transport for my child, Commander Tucker, and myself. The hospital at Utopia Colony will be suitable until Enterprise arrives.
What have you been inhaling the atmosphere? What makes you think you can dictate terms to me?
This.
Because she says, I'm gonna tell everyone your dirty secrets, and everyone, and I do love it how who was it, the Nathan Samuels, portrayed by Harry Groner, he's basically saying, you are gonna take them out, are you gonna shoot them down from the sky? And then everyone goes saying, we're gonna wait for the captain.
I'm following orders.
I'm giving you new orders. Do it now.
Sorry, sir.
I can have you relieved of duty.
Actually, I can only be relieved by a higher ranking officer in my chain of command.
Open a channel to Admiral Gardner.
Belay that order. I won't risk exposing our position by breaking radio silence.
You're risking the lives of hundreds of thousands of people.
I know what I'm doing.
And eventually Archer, and we have a fight sequence between Archer and Paxton, and I do love how they're just fighting, and he goes saying, I've been on a mining colony so I can breathe in outer space. And I'm just going to say, I don't know how working on an alien colony works for so long, but how do you breathe on outer space?
No, that does not happen, movie. That just does not happen. Unless you, explain!
But I really dig this episode. I do love how at the ending of the episode, they're just having a big, say, Archer's having this great speech of how we're gonna work together for the planets, for our species, and all that.
The final frontier begins in this hall. Let's explore it together.
And T'Pol and Tucker are basically just saying, hey, maybe it could be possible for humans and Vulcans to reproduce, and they're just having such great chemistry, and it's just so good. This feels like a season finale. But then again, we also have to look at the season finale, so can't wait to check out that. See you next time!